hardcore, eh? What the hell? One more time for Robert. All right, our last student of the day. So let's really keep the energy going for him, okay? He was last seen in his living room watching the Comedy Channel. You're impressed with that, okay? Yeah. For 2 years straight. All right, okay. So now he's on stage with us today. Please welcome Rodney Pilon.
Mo the bartender from The Simpsons. Give him a hand. Anyway, just a little note that, things that come into my head. I think lifestyle changes for people are sort of top of mind these days, so I thought to myself, I could lose some weight. Maybe I'll become a vegan. I don't know if you guys know what vegans are, but vegans aren't allowed to eat anything. Like, they're not allowed to eat shit. And I mean literally, because shit's a protein. I heard if you actually chew your pen, you get kicked out of the club. So I said, you know what? Maybe something else. A vegetarian. Hey, maybe that'll work. So for a month, all I ate was vegetables. Oh my God, I couldn't do it. The hardest thing about eating vegetables? The wheelchair. The rubber wheel gets caught in my teeth. And that thing that goes up their nose, it's really chewy, and I don't like the texture. So, are there wheelchairs in there? Yeah. But the thing, you know what? I thought to myself, I'll stick to the gym, right? Obviously, I work out. But the gym that I joined must have the oldest population going. Oh, the members, I'm telling you, the guy beside me, he's got this open sore in his back. It looks like something you can dip your toast into. No, it's been there for months, too, and I don't want to tell him. And his legs, my God, the legs. It's like he's Googled MapQuest. Let me give you an example. Follow the blue vein south till you get to the hairy melanoma. Veer left, but continue south, and when you hit the testicle, you are at your destination. The ankles. But do we really need to see this shit? If you're over 65, just stay home and die. This guy's bullshit. Do you remember when you were a kid, you'd go into the schoolyard, and the girls would bring that blue and red ball with the white stripe and put it in the nylons and play that game? That's what his ball sack looked like. I mean, they look like those clackers. Remember those? We don't need to see this shit. And then you gotta go work out and see the women. Oh my God, huh? And these are cougars. They're saber-toothed cougars. I mean, they get done up with all their makeup. They even put perfume on. I think they use Chanel No. 5 BC. Like, they're wearing this Lululemon stuff. Like, do I need to see a 65-year-old camel toe? Really? I mean, this is the camel that was on Noah's Ark. I'm fucking Lululemon. And they got this other workout, well, it's called Pink. I don't know if you've seen it. It's got the word pink across their bum. Well, I'll give you a clue. Above it, it should say, used to be. And they got the money, and these ladies got the money to spend it. The Victoria's Secrets now has a line for these ladies. I'm telling you, I'll give you a clue. Victoria, keep it a fucking secret. Like, we don't even use or see these people do this. Anyway, so you know what? You got to keep in shape. I'm married, as you can tell. But, the thing is, guys, when you get to about that 10, maybe 12-year marriage, things aren't going quite that great. And the wife says to you, maybe if I got implants, I'd feel sexier, we'd have more sex, and it would save the marriage. So you don't go for the $5,000 boob job. You go for the $15,000 fun bags, right? Well, 2 years later, you're divorced. Wasn't the tits, it's just you hated the bitch. But don't you own half those tits? Shouldn't you make them sign a pre-nuptial agreement? A pre-nip, right? You get to take them every second Saturday, pick them up, bring them to McDonald's with all the other divorced kids, bring them to the park, push them on the swings. Little wallet-sized pictures, brag to your guys at work with them. I mean, guys, this is really something to think about. So, I'm not trying to cut up women. I think women are the smartest people on earth, right? Especially mothers. Any mothers here? applause maybe so we know you're out there? Because I'll tell you, when my daughter was 6 months old, it was my job, and it was on Sundays, once a week, to look after her. My wife had her 6 days a week, I had her on Sundays. So this one particular Sunday, she hands me the baby, crying, no big deal, I have my list that my wife's given me. 6 hours later, my wife's come back, and the baby's still crying. And she says, have you tried anything? I said, I've done my list, honey. She goes, all right, takes the baby, puts her down on the ground, takes her diaper off, shoves her finger up her ass, and pulls out a ball of shit the size of a baseball. I'm thinking, what the fuck? That would have never gone through my mind. Who does that? Especially me with these sausage fingers. I never thought to myself to do that. And when she did it, the baby just giggled and went, oh. So the other day, my grandmother was crying. But I can see everybody's... Don't worry, she giggled and went, ah. But I can see everybody's drinking, so I'll just give you that rule. If you've been drinking, please don't drive. They say they have a rule, say, if you've been drinking, take a cab or a bus. Which I think is stupid, because how the hell am I supposed to drive a bus drunk? The wheel's too big. And aren't they worried about the people I gotta drop off? And a cab, what the fuck, wrong color.